Guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A for you guys because you guys need to get to know me more, and I feel like you just don't know who I am as a person. You don't know my personality. No, that's a lie. You do know my personality because you watch my vlogs, but I just thought it was good to do something different, you know, do a sit down video, because I was talking about this I think a few vlogs ago. I wanted to do a sit down video and just change things up, but I still haven't. So let me stop procrastinating and get to it. So yeah, here's a Q&A for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. So a few weeks ago I did ask you guys to ask me questions for my Q&A on my Instagram poll. If you missed it, you missed it. I'm so sorry guys, but you can still comment down below if you do have any more questions. That is perfectly fine. So I've got all the questions here. Guys, I was so surprised when I saw the question. I was thinking, no one is going to ask me a question. I was thinking, I'm going to see one question, it'll be my mom. Like, I was just like, oh, it'd be so embarrassing. But you guys, you came through. Thank you guys. And Kayla's going to be behind the camera. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, there's Kayla. And she's going to be asking the questions for me. So I screenshot the questions here and she's going to answer the questions. No, she's going to ask the questions for me and I'll answer them here.
What phone do you use?
So guys, I use an iPhone 15 in mint green.
How many siblings do you have?
One twin sister, Kayla.
When is your birthday?
4th of December 2006.
What is your favourite sunscreen?
So I used to use Bondi Sands, right? Until I found out that it actually doesn't work, especially for black people. So I don't use any sunscreens anymore. So now I just use a cocoa butter. It's called Elizabeth Cocoa Butter. And you can get it from any African shop. And it protects your skin from the sun.
How long have you been living in the UK?
All my life, guys. I was born in Nottingham and then moved to Manchester when I was 5 months old. Yeah.
Where do your parents come from?
So both my parents grew up in Harare, and then they moved. Harare is Zimbabwe, guys. And then they moved to the UK, I think back in 2004. I think. If that's wrong, I'll put it on the screen. Then they had me and my sister in 2006 in the UK.
Do you have a middle name?
Yes, I do, guys. My middle name is Anashe. It's a Shona name from Zimbabwe. And Kayla's is Kunashe. Anashe and Kunashe.
Are you a twin because you and your sister are in the same year?
Yeah, we're twins, guys. We don't look alike though.
How was life after high school?
Life after high school has been tough, guys. The transition from doing my GCSEs to doing my A-levels has been difficult, only because I didn't know the jump would be so much. But you know, I'll be fine as long as I'm sticking with God, as long as I'm trusting in Him and He'll help me through it all, then I'll be fine. However, besides from that, A-levels is hard work, especially if you're going to pursue that. A-levels is hard work because you're just having to juggle so much content. Even though it's only 3 subjects, guys, it's a lot of content that you have to just remember, you have to know, you know. So it is hard. Yeah, that's basically what I need to say. Next question.
What's your favourite things to do?
My favourite things to do. So I like to draw, sew, and obviously vlog. Those are my main things. Yeah, I like to make clothes, make things, and I like to sew, designs, whatever, anything. And I also like to vlog. Yeah.
What are your goals that you want to achieve in the future?
My goals in the future. So obviously I want to get my degree. I think I'm planning to do a master's or a bachelor degree at the University of Manchester for international business and finance and economics. That's what I really want to do. And then after that, I think I'll just start a business, or even during university time, I think I'll start a business and then also get into property. That's my main thing. I don't like to work for people. I like to be my own boss.
What made you want to come to Christ?
So guys, the sole reason why I came to Christ, the one reason, and I'm going to be so truthful, guys, it wasn't, you know what, I feel bad saying this, but it wasn't because I just found Jesus and you know, and I had a counter. No, that wasn't the case. I just got the rapture scare back in 2020. No, it was post 2020, and I had like all the rapture stuff. It was just coming through on my For You page, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to give my life to Christ. So I did, and I thank God for that, obviously. But then His love kept me. Obviously, I got to know God more. I got to know Jesus' character more, get to know more about God's love. And I experienced His love in my life and His move in my life. Amen. So that's the reason why I came to Christ. But His love has kept me here. Amen. Yeah. Obviously, guys, my walk with Christ has been, but I'm A-okay. Standing strong. Amen.
How do you see yourself in the next 5-10 years?
My main thing is to be content. I want my soul to prosper. I want to be content, whether that's in my financial life, my social life, my work life, my spiritual life, everything. I want to make sure that I'm content in it all. So I also want to live like in many different places around the world. I want to live in New York at some point, then South Africa, then Dubai, and also the UK. I like to travel, so that's like one thing I love to do. Well, at least I want to do in the future. I want to have like at least like 3 cars when I've like got my money up. Probably like a Rolls Royce, Tesla, and then a Porsche 911. I just want to be very successful and content in my life and everything.
How do you find your subjects?
Okay. Should I just give you guys a background check on the reasons why I chose my subjects in the first place, and then I'll answer the question. Initially, I wanted to study economics, maths, and geography. I couldn't do economics, number one, because there was not enough people who enrolled for economics for the year. Then I couldn't do maths because I didn't get a grade 7 in my GCSE. I got a grade 6. I was literally a few marks off a 7, yet they still didn't let me do it. So it is what it is, because at my sixth form, there's pretty high entry requirements to get into sixth form anyways. For the subject you want to study, you should have got at least a 7 in it. So I didn't get 7 in maths. So that's why I couldn't study maths. So that's why I was left to my backup choices, psychology and business, which weren't my first choices anyways, but it's okay. For business, I love business anyways. It was still good. I like the whole concept of business. However, my business lessons can drag. It is what it is. And you have to get through it. But I do like business, like the concept in itself and what we learn in the subject. I like it. Psychology is very interesting, only because you're learning about the mind, people's behaviors, and it's just nice to analyze people around you in the real world, and you think, oh my gosh, I know how they're behaving or why they behave a certain way because you've learned it in school. And then for geography, obviously geography is split into human and physical, so I would say human geography is so much more interesting, but it's so subjective and it's more wordy, and I think that like it has its pros and cons. However, physical geography, I don't want to say it's dull, but it's quite dull because you're learning about rocks and the carbon and water, and it's not the most interesting. However, it's so easy to remember, and that's what I love about physical, is that it's so straightforward. You get the answer straight away and you can get easy marks. However, for human geography, it's, you know, harder to get marks. It's kind of subjective. The marks are based off levels, and that's still subjective. My favourite out of all of them is geography, 100%.
How do you balance sixth form and social life?
I think the main thing you have to do, guys, in order to balance your social life and your sixth form life or school life, is to just be strict and understand that there's a time and a place for everything. Well, everyone knows that the golden rule is to go out during the weekends. A Friday night, Saturday night, that's when people go out. And then weekdays, you don't really go out. Why? Because people are working. So for me, I know that from Monday to Friday, I'm not going to go out. Like, that's just the person I am. I know I'm not going to do that because I've got work to do. I've got school work to do. When the weekend hits and I do have time, then I will go out with friends, or I'll go out with meals. I'll spend time with my family and do other things. I just know when to prioritize certain stuff in my life. As long as you know that, or you can implement that, then I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. Next question.
I have a question. You know, when it comes to social life as well, do you think having a lot of friends can hinder your work life and sixth form life if you have a lot of friends?
I feel like I can't really speak from experience. I'm going to speak based off assumption and what I've seen with other people who do have larger friendship groups, which is not a bad thing. It's a great thing to have that supportive network and the people around you. It's a great thing. I think then again, it's the same thing what I was saying before. You're just going to have to be strict with yourself. Because obviously if you've got more friends, then you've got more friendships to maintain. So I think a lot of your time is going to go to friends and spending time with them. I feel like if you're also the same age, then naturally you're going to have the same lifestyle and the same priorities. If your friends are the type to distract you, then that's a different situation. But if your friends are the type to understand, like, okay, let them focus on their studies, then I think you're just as okay. So it really depends on your circumstances. As long as you focus on knowing that there's a time and a place for everything that you do, then you'll be fine and you'll be able to balance it.
I did my vlog, and there's this section that I really want to, talk about. I was talking about how I balance my social life and my school life. I forgot to mention the fact that I use Notion for everything. Like, if you don't know what Notion is, it's just search it up, guys. It's so good. It's a website where you can organize your life, basically, plan things, lists what you need to do for the day, for the week, for the month. It's so good for organization, and I'm big on organization. So I use Notion to plan my days. Like, I'm the type of person to plan my day. Today I plan my day. I'm about to plan my day for tomorrow. Like, I just have to, because I'm so forgetful, number one. But number two, it just helps to bring structure. Because if I don't do that, then I'm going to forget to do things. So Notion is so helpful for, making sure things are done on time. And because you're doing things on time, you're saving time consistently, then you've actually got more time for that social life. I've got an NEA today for geography. If I do not do it now, then best believe I will have to do it later. And that time that I could have used later, I could have used going out with friends. So Notion has been a big help, guys. I'm not being sponsored, by the way, calm down. But Notion has been a big help just to bring in order and making sure things are being done on time. That's what I use a lot. Also, I don't know how I forgot to mention that, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
What motivates you to continue YouTube alongside your A-levels?
Guys, honestly, it's the support. It's the support and the community that you get to build on this platform. YouTube is such a beautiful platform for that, especially for building that community. I'm not saying you can't build that on TikTok or Instagram, but I think YouTube is the fundamental place where you can do that, because when it comes to YouTube, you're meant to be like, you are here for the long run. And I remember watching a video that Aaliyah's Face made about this, how YouTube, you're meant to be here for the long run. If you want those loyal viewers, you need to build that loyal, supportive network with your viewers. And that's my main motivation. It's the support, it's the community that you get to build, it's the lives you get to change as well. Like, you can actually have an impact on people's lives and you don't even realize it. So I am very grateful. Like, I've had people on a few bases come and text me on Instagram and tell me how much, like, what I'm doing is helping them as well when it comes to like their, you know, confidence or being an inspiration. I love that, and I'm so grateful that I get to be that person for them. So yeah, that's my main motivation, the support.
Tips and advice for new YouTubers.
Consistency, number one. Always be consistent. I might sound like a hypocrite for that, but I promise you, being consistent will help. But also, be yourself. Post content that you enjoy, please. Because editing and making videos can become tedious, especially when it starts to feel like a job and no longer a hobby. Because I felt that way on numerous occasions, especially when my parents are like, oh, or my sister's like, when's the next vlog coming out, Chloe, come on. I'm just like, stop it. Like, it's meant to be like a fun thing. Don't make it seem like a chore. This is why I mean, like, make stuff that you genuinely enjoy, or else editing and filming is not going to be as fun anymore. Do it for you. Do what makes you happy. Film what makes you happy, what helps your soul, if that makes sense. So if you film or create content of things that make you happy, then you're more likely to enjoy it, and then you're gonna, you know, stick with it. And yeah, that's my main advice. Be consistent, film what you enjoy, and be yourself. Yeah, be authentic. Next question.
What made you want to start YouTube?
What made me want to start YouTube? Guys, I've always been a creative person. I've always been the type to just be very experimental and try new things. Like, even back in LOL, I keep laughing about this. Even back in 2019, when I was in year 8, I started a new YouTube channel called Chloe Loves, and I made content. This is so embarrassing, I can't even talk about this, but I used to make YouTube videos back in the day. Yeah, it used to be like, oh, who's the penguin's ethnicity? I used to do like those interviews, and it wasn't even all that. Like, it was so bad. Like, I've always been the type to make those content, even since I was young. I wouldn't say like nothing really made me do it. It was more so like, it's just who I am. Just thought that sounds like something I would enjoy, and just did it. Yeah, that's the only reason why I started YouTube, really. It's just because I found it fun. Something that I thought I'd enjoy, and I do.
What's your favourite thing about Kayla? Which is me.
Kayla is so emotionally available for me. I would say I'm an emotional person when things get too hard for me, I know that I can rely on Kayla. And she's emotionally there for me, and I'm very grateful for her. But I'm very grateful that she's so supportive for anything that I do. She's the one to be my cheerleader in everything. And I feel like she's the only person that really sees, apart from God, obviously, amen, but she's the only person that sees my potential, and she's so willing to push me towards that. So I am very grateful for her.
When will you grow past 5 foot?
I'm actually 5'4", guys, so yeah, I'm not 5 foot, I'm 5'4". So guys, if you've got any more questions, then comment down below, add more questions in the comments, guys. But that's gonna be the end of my Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't lie, guys, I had to film this twice because there was complications beforehand. So Kayla is tired, I'm tired. Like the video, comment and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, guys. Honestly, it's just a button. Just let go of your pride. Just subscribe. Like, it's not gonna harm you. It's just a button. Just press it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a good day, have a blessed day, blessed night, and a blessed life. Bye, guys.